Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from the lounge, and today I'm going to be doing a little review on the new Battlefield Hardline Beta. And I'm going to be honest, I cannot promise everything's going to be covered in this, as I've only had this for a few days now, but I've gathered enough stuff as I can to make this as good as I can make it. So guys, I really hope you enjoy this. So in this review I'm going to be covering the positives, the negatives, and of course our overall review. So of course, we're going to have to start off with the positives. So, what is the positives in this game? Well, first of all, this game is gorgeous. Look at it in the old gameplay when you first saw like the heist, the first new gameplay. It looked very much the same, and you may think it looks the same in this, but it really isn't. Once you play this, you feel so much more comfortable. It's so much more easy control. The controls are easy, the vehicles are easy, everything's completely easy, right? It is a brilliant little setup they've got. And so far, they've got free maps. They've also got free game modes, which is your normal conquest, and you got the new one, which is now called Heists, which is basically obliteration, if you've ever played that. That was in Battlefield 4. And then you've got the new one, Hotwire, which is when you're like conquest, but you've got to be in vehicles to get points. Dice have changed up now. You've no longer got people running around with C4, RPGs, things like that. No. Now they've gone back to, well, guns. That's right, guys. I said guns. Yep. These things actually exist in the Battlefield thing. I'm not talking about no grenades, no rocket launchers, no grenade launchers. I'm talking about solid gun. Alright. Guns have always been there in Battlefield, but in a game, you would always get killed by something like a rocket launcher, a grenade launcher, C4, or anything else that God may shine upon you. It's just doesn't feel right. But in this game, it just feels right. You got people running around with machine guns, you got people running around with shotguns, not rocket launchers or anything like that. The most thing you've got to that is about a grenade launcher, and even that isn't exactly that exciting, but I feel like they've done it right. Now, rocket launchers, they're now pickups. I mean, anyone can pick it up to use it against them. If people running around in this game with rocket launchers, it would be very one-sided if a team had a lot of mechanics. Let's just put that. So the next positive thing I'm going to talk about is the vehicles. The vehicles in this game are amazing. I love them. I think they've done a very good job with them. Vehicles in this, they're not too strong, they're not too weak, and they're definitely not all that overpowered. So yeah, there are a couple overpowered ones, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, don't you worry. For most of it, I think the vehicles are good. They're not too tanky, they're definitely not too weak. A good shot from the mechanic from the grenade launcher certainly is going to pack a punch to a car or some armoured SUV. In this, I feel like the vehicles are much more team orientated. You really need a gunner, especially in an SUV. If you don't have a gunner or a couple of gunners, you really are not going to get that far. Gunners in this are very valuable, especially in Hotwire, where you've got to stay in that vehicle as long as possible if you want to get those points. You need a really good gunner if you want to get that. Right now I'm in a helicopter, flying terribly. But helicopters are so, well, especially this helicopter, they're so low thing, you don't really need a gunner. It's not necessary. And I think they've done a good job with that. I really do. Third thing, the grenades. These things are so much better than what they've been putting us with last time. Battlefield 4, Metro, Locker, you would be spam to hell with minis, incendiary, Argo grenades. You know, if that game was just a clusterfuck of grenades, honestly. There was nowhere you could hide from them. And they tried to fix it, sure, but that problem really should not have came up in the first place. In this game, it's so much better. You've got about maybe five or six grenades. Only one, well, so far only one explosive, which is your normal frag grenade. They're just going to do some damage as you would expect. You got a Molotov, and you got some tactical grenades like flashbang, smoke, gas. You know, you've got things like that. I feel like that is a very, very big improvement. Thank God. So you remember that bridge I was talking about? How we'd cross it eventually with the OP vehicles? Well, yeah, here it is.
Suspect down. One of these guys is down. I brought down a suspect. I hit one of them.
Yeah. Talk about wrecked, huh? Okay, so I know I just talked about how you need good gunners, and gunners are reliable, but this is pretty OP, I'm not gonna lie. You get one guy in the middle of a room with that, you've got yourself a new Rambo film. You don't even need the actors, you don't need the forest, all you need is the family packed Volvo. Hell, put a minigun up there, it doesn't have to be real, you know, you got CGI for that. Put that there, that's it. Millions saved. All you need is the plastic for the minigun, and all you need is the Volvo. It's you. And of course you got to pay the family because you did kind of just steal their Volvo, but that's not the point, okay? The point is it's a little bit overpowered, but it works, I guess, and it's still beta. And Rambo! Yeah, okay, maybe not. So this one is by far the biggest negative there is. The PlayStation download install. Oh, it's so brutal. If anyone has PlayStation 4 and is trying to install this game, you have my deepest sympathies. It is horrible. No one should have to sit through that. No one. Alright, so a little overreacting, but still. People on PC got lucky. Their download is nowhere near as long as PlayStation. Same goes for the Xbox. It's like half the time for an Xbox. For some reason, PlayStation is almost double. It takes hours. And oh, it is ridiculous how long it should take for a beta. That kind of worries me what's going to happen with the full game, if I'm going to be honest. It's not looking good. So before we wrap up this video, guys, I'm going to talk about one last thing, and that is going to be the money and the weapons. I like the whole money thing. I love that. That's a great idea. It really makes you play for something other than just XP, because once you reach that, you got nothing to go for. And of course that's going to happen eventually when you unlock all the weapons, but that's going to take some time to gather the money, to unlock the stuff. It's going to take some time. So that's another thing to strive for. I like that. And the weapons and attachments and stuff like that to pay for, I think that's quite cool, and all the new equipment. But it has its negatives as well, you know. It's not exactly, like, it feels different from Battlefield. It reminds me a little bit of Call of Duty, but I like that. I think they're trying to reach out to new kind of people, not just because of that, but because this game feels a lot more fast-paced than what it was before Battlefield 4. This is like a different kind of breed, I guess, if you want to call it that. Reaching out to maybe Halo people, definitely Call of Duty people. You know, it's a much more fast-paced game, and I think people would like this game. Definitely get this game, guys. Definitely a good game. This is just a beta, of course. I'm gonna be doing a full playthrough of this game in the campaign when it comes out, and you have me and James playing some videos as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did say it wasn't going to be the most covered thing ever, but hey, oh, it's better than nothing, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.